Hello besties, welcome to my crib. Okay, yeah, I was gonna do the whole like fake knocking thing. But then I am afraid my neighbors will come out and see me do it, and it's one thing to post on YouTube and it's another to have your neighbors stare at you kind of weirdly. So this is all you have for the intro. Hello friends, my name is Joy. I'm a 20-something living in New York City. I've been in New York for 5 years and I think this is my 7th or 8th apartment, and this is probably easily my favorite one. I used to work as a software engineer and this is the apartment that I was able to afford with that salary. So I paid $30.75 for rent, which I don't think is bad at all for New York City. I'm gonna give you a tour of the place. I'm actually moving out of this apartment and I wanted to remember it as it is. Right here we have the door and we have a bathroom right adjacent to it and also the closet. I also hung this thing by the door. I have my keys here, and if there's things I need to mail out, I normally just put it here. There are photos of me and my best friend on our Korea trip last year with Jungkook. Not the real Jungkook, but the AI version of Jungkook. And also a postcard from one of my dearest friends from middle school who lives in Sydney and sent it to me to remind me that the world is shit, but I am good. How sweet is that? There's also a whole note, and I thought this was like one of the sweetest letters I've ever received in my life, so I kept it here just to like boost my serotonin a little bit before I head out to life. This is a bathroom, which is kind of echoey, and I film here a lot. Sound quality is not the best here. It is pretty small by New York standards, but it has exactly everything I need. It has enough compartments. And I like how I organize this bathroom. Like I have a lot of small compartments to store more things. Something I got on Temu, and I have like a lighter and things for things to be fancy. I also have a bidet, but I store it in the sink because it is slightly leaking and I need to get a new one and reinstall everything. But I don't want to because I hate installing things. And just across the bathroom, you have my first closet. What I like about this apartment is it has a ton of closet space for a studio, which is pretty rare. I hang like my go-to jacket over here because it's April when I'm filming. This closet is mainly where I store all of my winter coats and also a lot of like the things that I need but don't really need. Like it's like sort of like my do not see, don't tell kind of closet. Like I have my printer, my Cameo printer in there, my Silhouette printer in there. I have an extra fan, an extra heater, just everything that I don't need at the moment. I just store it in there. Another thing that I use to hang things, these are some friendship bracelets that I made with my college friends who really like Taylor Swift. My lip glosses are here and a pampurin that I got from a flea market. Over here is I don't want to say closet, but yeah, that's like where I store towels, gym equipment, bed sheets, basically all kind of like things that are not clothes. And right over here is a full body mirror, which I love. It's the best mirror. I love it so much. I do my fit checks here. I got this from my previous roommate, and as you will go through my apartment, you will see that most of my furniture is either secondhand or thrifted. Yeah. Right here is my kitchen where I film a lot of my videos. One of the things that stood out to me about this apartment is the fact that I actually have enough space in the kitchen. In my previous apartments, I didn't have a lot of cutting space, so I would have to like compromise between an air fryer and like a NutriBullet and just like cutting space overall. We don't have that problem over here. It's a pretty nice kitchen island. I've been able to have guests when I wanted to. I can have like up to 3 people here. Sometimes I eat here. I think it's a really lovely kitchen. It's pretty spacious and it also has a lot of space. Right here is a regular fridge and knives that you just like magnetically-ish stick there. It's a regular fridge. I put a lot of notes and cards that I got over the years. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a really sentimental person and I love letters, and that's why I put everything there. So whenever I'm sad, I just look at it and remind myself that I'm worthy, you know, I'm worthy. It's like a little pep talk to myself every time I cook because I hate cooking. And over here is the sink, and you get to see the rest of my apartment basically from this sink. And sometimes like I'm washing dishes and I get to see the sunset. I'm just like, wow, I love New York. I want to live here forever. Just kidding, I don't. And this is where I store like a ton of spices and things and more things. And there's also a second cupboard here that I use to store my pretty mugs and coasters and all the things I need to make matcha in the morning because I am quite basic. This is one of the seats that I got from Facebook Marketplace. I like having bar stools, and if someone's not usually sitting here, it's my clothes sitting here begging me to fold them. But yeah, I love these stools. Right in front of my kitchen is my closet where I actually store most of my clothes. So I have like 2 closets that like, I have a lot of clothes and I'm not very organized, so I just dump everything in this closet. This money bag is a bunny bag that I got from Amazon for my Halloween costume this year, where I decided to dress as one of a New Jeans character from the Oh My God music video, except a lot of people, when I dressed up as that, did not know who I was. So yeah, and now she's just hanging here on my closet. And I have a second bunny bag, which is a Miffy shoulder bag that one of my best friends got me from her trip in Europe. She saw this and she was like, I just had to get you this. But I want to show you what's inside the second closet. These are my plushies. Before you say that I have a problem, I'm not addicted to plushies, but I actually won these plushies from a claw machine. I won some of them from Japan, but the rest of them I got from Teso X in Queens. I'm a pretty competitive person, evidence that I have winning energy in my life. Right next to it is my IKEA shoe cabinet, where I store most of my flats. I was in a headband phase, and that's why I have a headband thingy. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at describing things. And yeah, I think it's just a cute corner, and I also like to film in this corner sometimes. Right next to it is actually a wall. I have like a third chair that I use in case I have 3 people over on my kitchen island. I bought this because I wanted to film OOTDs, but I don't think I ended up filming as many OOTDs. Right across it is my desk, journaling / art desk, where I do a lot of my journaling, my bullet journaling, reflecting and all that. I also have a lot of photos and once again letters from friends. Mini cabinet is where I keep 5 years worth of journals in New York City. I know, crazy, right? Like, I can't believe I have that so many thoughts and feelings. The IKEA thing stores a lot of my remaining Etsy stuff. I'm not actively doing it, just sort of like giving out the remainder of the products. I like it a lot. When the sun hits, it's great stuff. I will miss this corner very, very much. And a lot of people ask me, Joy, why do you need 2 desks? It's because I have so much stationery that I feel like if I have to merge it with like an actual desk, it's just not the right vibe, and it just doesn't feel right to me. Right next to it is a TV. My makeshift bookshelf. I actually started giving a lot of the books away because I can't carry that with me to my next adventures. I got this TV for free from my second sublet in New York because she had to kick me out a day early, and we negotiated, and I negotiated myself a TV, which I know you think it's small, but like it does its job, and I've never lived with a TV before. Then we have right next to it, I don't know, like this IKEA storage thing that I also got from like my old roommate. It's where I store a lot of my makeup stuff. I have like a vibey thing, a photo of me and my mom, my other mechanical keyboards, and just miscellaneous things. I love my mom. There are a lot of photos of her here. And in between the TV and the thing is actually a yoga mat, a foam roller, and a random chair, as well as a New York Times paper. So when we started working at the Times on the first day, they gave us a paper to kind of like commemorate your first day. I framed it. Well, it was actually in a nicer frame, but I broke it, so now it's just like the plastic and the paper. Yeah, I'm not exactly the most organized person. I have tried and I have failed, so I'm trying to be more lenient towards myself about that. Is my workspace. Yeah, bunnies, Totoro, just a bunch of like cute miscellaneous things, a cloud wrist thing, and colorful keyboard, desk mat, an IKEA stand thingy. I have a Divoom, which is also an aesthetic speaker. This is probably my most treasured space, and I feel like I actually like the way this is set up, and it's really comfortable. I can sit here for hours, and this is where I do most of my work and am the most productive. And it'll be really hard to sort of like top this desk setup for me in the future, just because I think it's cute, it's functional, and I love it so much. And then right across it is actually my bed / sleeping area. If you live in New York, you know that there's a very long air conditioned thing, and I use that to store more pictures and more things. And I actually have an obstructed view of the Empire State, so it's really bright at night. I feel like it's such a vibe. I have Miffy in the corner over here, and she lights up at night. I also have a Miffy plushie and also a Moomin light and some books that I like. I have some photos of just me and my friends from over the years. New jeans thing that I got from Korea, and I lined up 4 hours for this. I also have like a Blackpink poster from like the VIP concert that I went to last year. I also have this candle, which is like, I was a bridesmaid for one of my college best friends, and this was the gift I got from her. This corner is my other sentimental and homey corner. I'm just a very sensitive, sentimental person as a whole. And then we have another random chair that I use to store my extra blankets, weighted blanket, and clothes that I need to fold. Yes, I'm constantly in the state of having to fold clothes. Now we have over here the sofa that I also got from Facebook Marketplace, and just like this is where I chill, where my guests sleep. This is my big girl New York City apartment. I paid $30.75. It's a doorman building in Long Island City. I do have a view of Manhattan, which is really nice, and I have an elevator. Don't have a washer and dryer, but that's like a huge privilege in New York City anyways. It's not that like I wanted that, and I know I pay a lot for rent, but given what I get and sort of I feel like I've gotten a lot out of this apartment, I don't feel like it's a rip-off. And I know that you can get like a house maybe somewhere with $30.75, but I do not want a house. I want to be able to live in New York. So this is why I feel like the price was justified and I was able to afford it due to my software engineering salary. But right now I can no longer afford it. I feel so relaxed and safe when I go home, which I think is really important, especially if you're a woman living alone. I just really wanted to remember this place as it is, because starting tomorrow, furniture is gonna go away and a huge life transition is coming. Apartment hunting in New York City is hard and it is expensive, but I feel like if you have a plan and you really want to experience living in New York for whatever reason, it's definitely worth it. Big girl apartment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you, bye!